All right, bikeaholics, I've said it before on the channel, I'm going to say it again. If you're riding in a t-shirt in hot weather because you think that's the coolest way to ride, I'm here to tell you it's incorrect. I'll tell you why. Just hang with me. Don't get mad. And you can't think it's the safest way to ride because a t-shirt offers zero protection. So I presented hot weather riding jackets in the past. I stand here right now in the law-abiding biker store. I am wearing an awesome jacket that I'm super excited to tell you about. It is a hot weather protective riding jacket. It definitely is cooler than your t-shirt, and it's going to offer a lot more protection. I can tell you, as a longtime police motor officer and traffic investigator, you guys that go down in t-shirts, it is not pretty, but I always say it's easy to investigate because you leave a skin trail that we can just measure. I know that's a little bit gruesome, but it is what it is. I feel bad for guys when they go down in t-shirts, and I don't find that amusing or funny, but I always in my head when I go to those, I'm thinking, what did you expect? So just hang on. I'm going to tell you all about this jacket, and by the end of the video, you can make a decision. And I'm going to have Oscar here, who I gave one of these a couple weeks ago, and we'll try to sneak him in somewhere in the video, and he can give you his 2 cents because his head is really hard and he's stubborn. Welcome back, bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher, lawabidingbiker.com. I always thank you. That's right, you, for checking back in. So what is the name of this very nice jacket that I'm wearing right now? Well, it is the Alpinestars Troop Air jacket, and we are going to break it down for you in this video. Okay, so obviously Alpinestars, the name speaks for itself. We carry a lot of Alpinestars stuff because everything I get in my hands is like super high quality. They've been in the game a long time. Of course, you see all the racers, king of the baggers. Everybody in that sport is using Alpinestars. No, I'm not a racer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they clearly get to do a lot of R&D and get these garments on racers, not specifically this, but other garments, and that trickles down into their line of protective jackets for us guys that ride street. So the Troop Air jacket is a minimalist jacket. It is made for hot weather riding, and it's actually got airflow technology built in, and it does offer superior ventilation. You really got to get a jacket like this on to understand what I'm talking about, because a lot of you throw your hands in the air. Oh, t-shirt's going to be the coolest. You get the most wind. No, it's not true. I've ridden in t-shirts in the past. Some of the people I ride with still have not taken the leap, and they're riding in t-shirts when it gets hot. I don't look down on anybody that does that. I'm not here to judge you. You get to do what you want to do. All I can do is do what I do, and I always set a good example, and I don't care if it's triple digits in which I rode this jacket in. I am still always going to wear protective gear, and it's funny, by doing that, the people you ride with will see that, and don't preach it on them. Just wear it, and they will start asking about it, and you'll see transitions within the crew you ride with. All right, so enough about that. I am going to compare this lightly to the Alpinestars TSPX Super Air jacket that I reviewed about this time last year, which is a good jacket. It's over here in the store. We'll walk over there in a minute, but we'll just make some light comparisons, as many of you have already seen that video. All right, we're going to move around in the Law Abiding Biker store here a little bit, so I have some more room to show you some of the other features of this jacket. But it is, as you can probably see, it's a 2D tech mesh structure, and that just offers great airflow, mobility, and freedom of movement. And I will tell you, this thing, when you get it on, it's really, it's not like rigid. It is stretchy in nature. It's got a kind of a stretchy collar up here, so there's no restrictions in my movement really whatsoever. It stretches nice in the shoulders. Of course, it's made for motorcycles. That's what's great about actually getting motorcycle gear that's made for this sport, not some other jacket from some other sport, is they do that for a reason, so that when you're up on the bars, you know, and you're stretched forward a little bit, you don't get tight back there in your shoulders. It stretches with me really, really nice. It's a very comfortable jacket. All right, and if you appreciate this video and all the videos we put out to help as many bikers as we can worldwide, you can support us by shopping right in the law-abiding biker store. We are just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. We appreciate every customer. We will definitely take care of you. We're not like the big corporate stores. Don't forget, if you're not a Washington state resident, no tax and free shipping on orders over $100. So savings to be had. And we are stocking these. And anything I talk about in this video, I will place links in the description below for you straight through to the law-abiding biker store. All right, so let's walk over to the front counter here in the law-abiding biker store, and I can show you a bit more of the features on this guy. All right, so like I say, very, very comfortable, very, very breathable. You'll see on the inner arms here, it's got these really nice stretch mesh panels, and as I pull it tight, you can actually see my skin under there, and that is one of the reasons that it breathes so well. So how's it cooler than a t-shirt, you say? Well, the airflow technology, like I stated, that's built in. They've researched this. They've been making these for years. I will tell you, it's amazing. As soon as you move, even 1 mile an hour, you feel it immediately, how the air actually cools you and works around you. You do not feel that in a t-shirt because it's not mesh and it doesn't breathe like this, nor is it protective like this. So when you're stopped at a dead stop, if you're going to, to a convenience store and you're gonna stand out in the sun for a half hour, well, like any jacket, you would just take it off. But as soon as you're ready to move and get on, even if you're in a traffic jam, we were in construction backed up, no big deal. If you want to unzip it a little bit, it doesn't get any hotter than a t-shirt. That's in my opinion. All right, as always with Alpinestars, super high quality zippers. I'm going to manage my mic a little bit here for you guys. If I zip this all the way up, I want to key just nice little things on high quality gear like this. You'll see they put a little pocket for the zipper. So that when you're riding down the road, that's not going to be rubbing on your neck. And I had no issues. I rode this recently. We took an 11-day trip all through Canada, BC, Alberta, the Yukon. And I didn't wear it all the time because sometimes it was raining and I wore another jacket for that. But it was very hot at the front end of our trip. A bit over 100, and it was at least 100 coming back from that trip, and I wore this and tested it the entire time. But I didn't get any rubbing. It's got a really nice fabric up here that's really soft, and it's actually a little bit stretchy. So if you have a bigger neck, you're not going to have any problem as far as having it stretch a little bit to go around your neck. All right, like I say, it is a minimalist jacket. And so on the inside, you'll see very, very light panels with that same mesh. Of course, no pockets on the inside or anything like that. But by doing that is they don't have to make it as thick. Again, this is made for hot weather riding. And very minimalist branding also on the jacket. You see the Alpinestars logo right there. And they also put Alpinestars Protects right there. Also, this jacket obviously is protective. So remember, they said there's those who have been down and those that are going down. That's a fact. And so it does offer protection for if you go down or slide in the form of Alpinestar Nucleon Flex armor in both elbows. It is CE level 1. It's a class A garment. Additionally, you'll see same armor in both shoulders there. And another really nice feature I didn't tell you about, but as far as this goes, if you come down here, the cuff right at the bottom is also very stretchy. You can see how this jacket stretches and allows a lot of room, but also with that elastic, the reason they do that is we want to be able to keep this thing formed to our body a little bit. We don't want the armor sliding around on us or moving out of the way if we do go down. And we will talk about how to properly size here in a minute. Another feature on the cuffs here, also stretchy material, but you've also got an elastic thumb cuff on both of those. So, you know, if you're worried about the wind getting up in there or whatever, you want to hold it down, you can certainly do that, and then put your gloves right over that. So just a lot of really neat features baked into this jacket. All right, so I'm going to take this guy off here. It also offers the ability to put a back protector in it, which I do highly suggest. Just for that protection, obviously you go down on your back. You know, you could use a lot of different back protectors. They come in different jackets. I have other Alpinestars stuff, so if you have one laying around, it fits most standard back protectors. But if you don't have one yet, it does call for one of these guys, and this is the Alpinestars Nucleon Plasma Back Protector Insert. And the way that works is just right in here, you've got a pocket, and it's just Velcro, and that comes open like so. There you go, and it's got a really nice large pocket for that back protector insert. All right, I just heard Oscar roll up on his bike to come ship stuff today, and he's wearing it. Attaboy, attaboy, get in here.
My home away from home.
This is your home away from home. This is Oscar's area, the shipping area. But Oscar, I gave you this thing a couple of weeks ago. Give me your 2 cents on it. He is hard-headed.
A little stubborn. A little stubborn. I didn't believe you when you said it was cool like this. It's the strangest thing. I've worn some mesh and coats with vents, and I get too hot. And so I tried it. I told you I'd try it. I'm really impressed. In fact, I've worn it every single time on my bike since I got it.
And it's in the 90s today?
Yeah, actually, the first day I wore it, it was 98. The second day I wore it, it was 104. And as long as you're moving over like 25 miles an hour, I stayed cool.
See?
And
are you sure 25, dude?
I mean, I'm hot, bro. Like, I sweat.
Because I literally, as soon as I move,
it was 104. So that was the day I was like, hey, I wonder how fast it is.
Yeah.
So it could be slower out, and I didn't pay attention today. But either way, I wasn't hotter with it on. I get some armor out of it, and once you're moving, I was really surprised. I hate to admit that, but I'm really surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and no more having to worry about, road rash.
I know.
So there's a really honest review from Oscar. I'm glad he's changing. So no, and you see he's a big guy, and you can see how it fits on him there.
Yeah, fits good.
Fits really well.
Yeah.
He went with the XL, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Straight from Oscar, straight from the shipping room
My
at
home
the law-abiding biker store. And now back to you, Bob. Whoever. All right, so you haven't seen the back a lot. I just wanted to show you what that looks like. Obviously, a lot of mesh back there. And now we will talk colors. There are different colors, and we will talk sizing in a minute. But like I say, just allows the air to flow around you very nicely. I always appreciate this, and Alpinestars always does this. And they put a garment hook right on there for you. So in my garage, I've got all my hooks. I can hook that guy on there. As far as pockets go on this jacket, you've just got 2 hand warmer pockets right over here. And they are, very nice zippers. And obviously you've got the string right there that's not going to fray on you or anything. And you can zip those up. We do have just a little bit more branding down here low. Of course, this one's in high vis. But depends on what color jacket you get. And so when you get this in your hand, you'll understand what I mean. It's Alpinestars. It's got awesome stitching. The material's not going to fray on you. Like everything Alpinestars does is just phenomenal. So this kind of investment is going to last you a long time. And yes, again, it is cooler than a t-shirt. You'll see what I mean when you get one. I know it's hard concept. Now there's another thing before, real quick, I'll get into sizing and how to do that, but there is another product over here, and I want to show you real quick what I wear as a base layer when I'm hot weather riding. And so I know, contrary to how a lot of people's minds work, is why would you wear a base layer in hot weather? All I can tell you is you won't understand until you do it. Some of the guys here finally did it, and it's still counterintuitive, but it really, really works if you get good quality stuff. This is our Alpinestars Ride Tech V2 base layer hot weather gear. We've got it in short sleeve, long sleeve. We've got the pants with it. This isn't a video on that. I just want to tell you about it. Yes, it's rather spendy stuff, but it is going to last you many, many years. And it's different from all the Under Armour stuff. This stuff it's like a mesh. I've reviewed it before, and it stretches around you, and it's the thinnest base layer gear that I've ever worn. It's got mesh panels. It really, really breathes. In fact, it's what a lot of the racers wear under their leather suits. So that's enough about that, but I at least want to tell you that's how I prepare for hot weather. Yes, everybody says, it gets hot where I live. It gets muggy. It gets hot. It gets hot right here where we live. We get triple digits here. I wore that stuff as a police motorcycle officer every day in the summer. I can tell you it really, really works, and you'll be cooler wearing it. The other thing I didn't talk about is t-shirts. We talk about the protection. Obviously, they offer zero protection. You're just going to grind your skin down to your bone or whatever, depending on how far you slide. But a t-shirt doesn't offer any ability to retain your moisture. And so when you're riding in that t-shirt and the sun's hitting you, you're just wicking every bit of moisture that you have right out of your body, not to mention the sun, sunburning your skin or whatever there. But this kind of gear is made to retain that moisture. That's super important. You're riding in triple digits all day or long distance touring. Trying to retain that is very important. This jacket, in combination with that, of course, is doing the same thing. It's keeping that in, yet giving that nice cooling effect around you as you ride. So let's talk sizing. I'm going to walk over here. Again, this is the Alpinestars TSPX Super Air jacket, which is an awesome jacket. We sold the heck out of these things. But the reason I'm going to mention these, this is the Troop Air that I'm reviewing here. Different jackets, still a wonderful jacket. They're going to discontinue this model, as they do at all companies. They make a run. We still have a lot in stock, and we have sent these to a lot of people. If you want to watch this review video or any review video, the best way is to head to the Law Abiding Biker store, find any listing, scroll to the bottom of the listing. We embed the videos right there, and we did a very thorough review of this jacket. But what I want to say about this TSPX Super Air jacket is it is definitely more of a European cut. They just cut things different when we talk about a European cut, which means it's going to fit a little bit tighter than a big baggy American cut. And so a lot of times, if it is a European cut with Alpinestars, you want to size up. One size, some guys, if they got a big beer belly, if you've been working on your beer belly or whatever, and you need some extra room, then we always tell guys you got to size up. Now, over on the Law Abiding Biker store, we've got fitment tabs. It'll take you right through the sizing charts. This jacket, I did size up on this, all right? You can size up on that. Actually, I didn't. I did not size up on that jacket, but that was me. The thing is, there's a fine line between how tight your jacket is. You don't want it baggy, like I said earlier, because the armor's not going to stay in place. So you got to make that decision. Okay, with that said, we're going to move on to the Troop Air jacket and sizing. Okay, go watch this video if you want to see that. But this jacket is not European cut. It fits very nicely, as you can see, and because it's a stretchy material, you do have room. So if you're working on the old beer belly and you're really working out every night and you got too much, well, you can see you got room. This jacket is going to stretch around you. If you work out a lot and you're buff, it's going to stretch around your chest. Even a big guy like Oscar who's wearing it doesn't have any problems with that. So I actually, when I first got one of these, I always wear a large. And per the sizing chart, large was for me, but I was like, oh, I'm going to size up. Well, I did to an XL. Well, it was fine. It fit me, but it was too loose and wouldn't have protected me as well in an accident. So I actually sized down. I should have just got a large in the first place. So I'd say the sizing chart on this, because it's stretchy, because it has extra room, there's a lot of leeway. If you do want it really baggy or really loose, we'll of course size up, but this is a large, and you can see how much extra room even in this jacket, but yet it's going to keep that armor in place if I go down. So the one I chose and in this video is the black and yellow, or high vis. You can see that the panels are kind of green yellow behind there, and they're actually popping through a little bit. We have a couple other options if this isn't the one for you, and that would be our regular black. And so you can see the difference. It's black like this, but there's not going to be any of that yellow popping through the mesh. It is black, and again, you do have a white logo there on the rear, but that's really, and then even a subdued white label up, or a logo up there. So yeah, that's your black. And then we've got over here our black, gray, red, which incorporates obviously the different colors. It's really good. This definitely, I really like the looks of this jacket. But with this one, you know, you've got more of a significant logo up there, which for me is fine. I love the Alpinestars logo, but you've got some red back there, gray panels up there, and we'll spin it around, and here you get the Alpinestars right there. So that is the black, gray, and red. So yes, I did ride this in triple digits for many, many hours. I will say that a jacket like this is really good for somewhere around 60 degrees, as hot and humid as you can get. Once you get to 60 degrees, because that air is flowing around you, and it's made to cool you, it's definitely going to cool you. So if you want to, you know, get a little more out of it, and it's just a little bit cool morning like it was for us, you can add a mid layer. This is our purpose mid layer from Alpinestars. This is actually a huge sale right now, because when these are gone, they're gone, because they discontinued this product. We'll find a new one to replace it, but we sold these for years. Again, links to everything will be in the description below, but that's our purpose mid layer. And by doing that, you can just run down to that 50, 55, and then, you know, 11 when it warms up, you can just pop it off and just wear this standalone. But any cooler than that, I think then you got to move to an actual, you know, more of a cold weather or four-season jacket. All right. So like I said, all I'm asking you to do is consider wearing protective gear in hot weather instead of riding in your t-shirt. At any rate, after you watch this video, make sure you get out there and ride every chance you get, Bikeaholics. Peace.